Can you physically see an emotion like happiness? Or reach out your hand and actually touch love? We are biologically wired to navigate our reality through our physical senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Because of this, language is remarkably simple when we talk about physical objects, like an apple or a dog. We point and we assign a label. These tangible labels, concrete nouns, work effortlessly because they represent items that occupy a shared, objective space we can all perceive. Yet our daily existence isn't strictly physical. The vast majority of the human experience is dominated by internal, entirely invisible feelings. This presents a complex dilemma. If an emotion cannot be placed on a scale, examined under a microscope, or held in a hand, how do you prove its existence to someone else? Without a highly specific linguistic mechanism, our most profound internal states would remain trapped within our individual minds as isolated, untranslatable chaos. Communicating these internal experiences requires a category of language designed to function outside the physical world. That linguistic solution is the abstract noun. Apply the rule of sensory elimination. An abstract noun completely evades sight, touch, smell, hearing, and taste. Lacking physical form, their existence relies entirely on our capacity to conceptualize them within our minds. They provide a vocabulary for internal states with no physical presence. Consider this core catalog of abstract nouns: happiness, love, honesty, fear, beauty. A word like fear or love takes a massive, overwhelming biological and psychological reaction and compresses it into a singular, recognizable concept. These concepts lack an independent physical body. They carry weight exclusively because human minds collectively agree that they exist. By assigning them a specific name, these words act as linguistic containers, bringing defined shape to our otherwise formless inner realities. Look at the contrast side by side. You measure the physical dimensions of an apple, but you measure happiness on an internal emotional scale. This reveals a clear linguistic divide. One side of language categorizes objects we physically manipulate. The other categorizes the invisible states we endure. We deploy these abstract tools constantly to convey complex realities. She is full of happiness. Honesty is the best policy. Love makes life beautiful. Placing these invisible concepts into active sentences is exactly how humans translate intensely private emotional states into shared societal values. Let's test this perceptual divide by actively applying the rule of sensory elimination. Which of the following is an abstract noun? Is it A, chair, B, joy, or C, dog? The correct answer is joy, strictly because it is the only option on that list completely lacking a physical form you can touch or see. Correctly identifying joy means you've successfully separated internal feelings from the objects you can actually touch. Understanding this grammar rule reveals a deeper truth about human nature. The fact that our language contains thousands of these words shows how much of our experience is dedicated to feelings with no physical form. Language provides a highly complex map of the invisible world, constantly shifting inside us. Keep learning and mastering English as a tool to explore that mind. And to support the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe.